I have never in my life watched a movie and the first thought I have was to tweet the director and writer of the movie. And then my second thought is go downstairs and make a video on the movie because I don't review movies, but I am so pissed off right now after wasting what felt like 2 hours, might have been a little bit of less, of time watching this movie. I don't know when this shit came out. Okay, I don't know. It just could be brand new. It said 2024 on it. It was on Amazon Prime, and it was good old M. Night Shyamalan. What a twist! And I sometimes like his movies. I think he makes some decent movies, and even the bad movies are still kind of interesting. But this movie called Trap pissed me off so much. Like, I am enraged right now that I sat through this because you got to see how it ends. And of course, the ending is terrible. So I'm going to spoil this whole movie because I don't want you to watch it. Like I said, it's on Amazon Prime. I don't want you to watch this. So basically, the plot is off the rails right at the start. A father and his daughter go to a concert of a pop singer. While they're at this concert, a vendor who is selling t-shirts for the concert alerts the father that there's nefarious things going on at this concert. So I'm thinking, okay, where are we going with this? The nefarious thing is that there is a serial killer on the loose, and they have been tipped off that this serial killer will be at this concert. So what they're doing is they have SWAT teams and FBI there, and they're all looking and they're guarding the entrances, and any males that leave the building, because it is a male suspect, they're questioning them. So right then and there, this movie should be over. Because why would you held a concert to lure in a serial killer? What fucking sense does that make? What kind of FBI? So you're wasting money. You're getting an arena because this is a big concert. You got an arena, and you're making the person go out there and do said concert, knowing damn well that there is a serial killer in the audience. And of course, the concert is done by a younger female, so she's gonna feel a little bit of pressure, a little bit of strain on her. There's a serial killer at the concert. The movie goes on. And it's the stupidest shit in the world. The guy weasels his way into backstage stuff. He weasels his way into employee-only sections. He magically has a costume. And this is a serious movie. He magically has a SWAT costume, and then he gets a fry flipper costume so that he works in the kitchen, and that's why he was outside, because he's trying to find a way to escape. He finds a security guard and tells the security guard, who just happens, of course, to be related to the singer on stage, that his daughter has leukemia and is recovering from it. She of course didn't, but so now the daughter gets called up to the stage to perform with the singer because the singer always brings someone up. Meanwhile, this guy is checking on his cell phone to see that he has someone captured in a basement somewhere. So he's letting them know. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, blah blah blah. And there's like a carbon monoxide bomb that he can explode. Think of how unhinged this sounds. Think of this for a second. And it just gets worse because, of fucking course, he manages to get out of the arena by letting the singer know, hey, because he gets alone backstage with this huge performing artist. Meanwhile, everyone else, like the side singers and stuff like that, they all have like teams of cops around them. But he manages to get the actual star of the program by herself. And he's like, hey, look at this. This motherfucker's gonna die unless you get me and my daughter out of here in your limo. So they get in the limo. And the guy's like, oh, just drop it off around the corner. And the singer, of course, because she's going to fucking, she has no security with her, nothing. She's riding solo with a chauffeur. She's like, oh, well, we're going to go to your house to try and help this mysterious person. So we get to the house. The family doesn't know what's going on. The daughter, they have a son, he has a wife. It's a whole, I have a secret double life thing, which is a fine plot mechanic. Like I'm not saying it's a bad mechanic, but the execution of it in this movie is absolutely dog shit. It's like a toddler wrote this. So we get to the house. She manages to steal the guy's phone, access the phone, even though there's a passcode on the phone, because when the guy goes in, so she basically takes the phones, goes into the bathroom, dude flips out, and he's like, get in your room, kids, get in your room. He's yelling at the wife and shit. She gets into his phone without a passcode, but then when he takes the phone back, because he eventually gets into the room, he all of a sudden has to put in a passcode. That makes a lot of fucking sense. She goes on like Instagram Live and is like, hey, because she talks with the guy that's in the basement. She's trying to save his life. She's like, hey, you know, he got captured. There was a statue of a lion with something broken off, and there's a blue door. If that sounds like anything, please go over there, you know, get into the house and save this guy. So now the guy, the father, the serial killer himself is like, all right, well, we're gonna escape, me and the singer. So he gets her in the car, and then they're about to pull off. He opens the garage door, and then the family is standing there. So then I'm thinking, okay, well, this shit is finally over. You know, okay. And, you know, the cops are going to come up. Everything's going to make sense. So he decides to go back into the house. He stays in the house. The singer runs out with the family. They're all outside. Holy shit. So what do you think happens? Cops swarm the house. They've got the house surrounded. Okay? They take the wife and the kids away in a police escort, and then the singer lady gets into her limousine, and then a policeman comes up and says, hey, we're gonna escort her out of here, as in drive her away. The cops go into the house, and he's gone. He's mysteriously gone. He's the one driving the fucking car. The limousine with the girl in it. He just happened to have a SWAT team costume in his fucking house that he slipped into while all of this was happening, while there's cops surrounding the house with fucking lasers and binoculars and shit. FBI people. But this dude's the smartest man in the fucking world. So now he has her. He handcuffs her to inside of the limousine. This is a real movie. A movie in which people probably paid a lot of money to be starring in it. It probably had a large budget attached to it. Millions of dollars were spent on this drivel. So now they're driving through downtown Philadelphia, and she's handcuffed inside of the car, now knowing that he's the driver. So now you think this is where it's going to end. She manages to reach over and put down the window. And a bunch of people swarm the thing, and she's like, help me, help me. So now everyone's freaking out. Here come the cops again. The guy is sitting in the car in the SWAT suit, okay? Fans rush the car because, you know, the singer girl is in the car. They're big fans, and now they're concerned. So what happens here is there's a stack of merchandise in the limousine, just happens to be sitting on the front seat. And as the people are being told to be removed from the car, from the cops, he manages to get out of his SWAT costume, the whole fucking thing, head to toe, put the helmet on top of the seat so it looks like a person. He switches into clothes, leaves the car, and disperses into the crowd. How the fuck did that happen? How in the fuck did he open a goddamn door when you're surrounded by people and now there's cops and nobody fucking noticed it? The idiot wife. She decides, I'm going to go back. This is my house. I'm going to go back to my house. And of course, the husband is there because the whole fucking FBI and cops are all idiots. So he goes to the house, and then you find out that she was the one that tipped off the FBI about the concert, about him going to the concert, and she was the one that gave him a tip. But now we have to eat. Our daughter had made some sort of dessert pie, and we have to eat this with the psychopath. Okay. So he eats the pie and then realizes that he has been drugged. The reason he is this way is because his mommy was mean to him. And then there's like a hallucinogen part where the mom is calling out to him. And so he starts walking through the house instead of killing the wife because he's weak. And cops are standing in there and they taser him. Now, I want to go back. I want to go back to the part where we have the limousine and he escaped from the limousine by managing to change his clothes into gear of the singer and then go out the door. In that scene, they say to the guy who they think is in the car, because it's the helmet and the SWAT costume, I don't know how the fuck you think that's a human being, but they tell him to get out of the car. He doesn't get out of the car, so they shoot the fucking car up. They shoot the tires. They shoot what they perceive to be him. But now that you're at his house, you're using tasers. You're not trying to kill him. What the fuck changed? This is a goddamn serial killer. Established serial killer. So the girl then goes, the singer is now like motherfucking Teresa. She goes to the house. She finds out where the house was, where the person that she saved was. She thanks a fan who recognized it. She thanks the guy that she saved and all this stuff. They take him out in chains, hands and feet. They let his daughter come up and hug him and all this shit. There's a bike on the ground. He's OCD. They let him pick up the bike and put it over. This motherfucker should be dead, shot, killed, because you tried to kill him before and you failed. You somehow let him go out of the car, but now you're just going to use tasers on him. The drug just happened to wear off instantaneously, and now he's in shackles in his hands and feet. So they put him into the back of the paddy wagon, and then you think that's the end of the fucking movie. But like I said, they let him pick up a bicycle. He stole a spoke off of the bicycle while he was picking it up. And now he takes off his handcuffs, and he's in the back of the paddy wagon. End scene. M. Night Shyamalan, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You wasted my life watching this goddamn horrible-ass fucking movie. You should be banned from making movies. Go fucking write a book, because I'm not going to read your book. Go fucking, buy a restaurant. And then you could serve food at your restaurant. You tell someone it's a cheeseburger, but it's really a piece of pizza because you got to have a twist. Fucking idiot. Piece of shit movie. Do not watch it. I'm done. Goodbye.